The VMM is very excited and honoured to get an insight into the career of one of Germany's most prolific house DJ producers and Kingdom Come Cuts label owner, D.O.N.S.
Yes.
What does D.O.N.S. stand for?
Oh, that's easy. It means actually design on sound. That was the original abbreviation, like what I used, and now I turned it because I started D.O.N.S. we were two. It's a guy called Niels, but he dropped out after 1 year. Music business was too stressful for him, maybe, I assume, and now it means more or less designer on sound.
Designer on sound, like that very much. Well, you're going to be performing this shortly.
Yeah.
The Matter, the new club at the O2. So the VMM would like to know how, have you done any sort of performances there before?
It will be my first performance, and all I knew is that the reputation is amazing. I googled it, or no, YouTubed it, and everything I saw on YouTube is simply massive, so I'm absolutely excited.
Are you excited about the sound system?
Yeah,
there?
the sound system I heard must be massive, and for every DJ a good sound system is simply mind-blowing.
Well, for the VMM, how did this massive dance music career begin for you?
That's a long story. Actually, I started DJing 26 years ago. I'm old. Listening to electronic music, believe it or not, when I was 12 years old. My uncle was a radio DJ for AFN, so like back in the days.
So it's in the blood there then?
Kind of, I must say, and I got addicted, which is maybe weird for a 12 years old boy, when I saw the first video of Kraftwerk, robots. And there's a Berlin act called LesOns Dangereux, Los Niños del Parque, and when I heard these two songs as a little boy, I was like, I want that. So I was like exactly annoying my whole family to buy me, because Les Ons Dangereux, they work on this Korg synthesizers, and I was like, I want one. So ever since that day I was annoying my whole family, give it to me, Christmas, whatever, and finally I got it.
And how old were you when you got your first Korgs in?
13, 14.
Wow.
But then I started playing bass, and as when you're young, the Korg was like kind of a nice cake for like 2 weeks, and then I actually sold it to buy records, which today I'm like, not smart.
No.
And after a while, when I was DJing, and I achieved a lot in my local, like in Hamburg, I was like pretty known, and I was like, to top my DJ career, I felt like really the urge to produce music people can dance to. By myself, and it was actually then only in 1996 where I decided, let's go to a studio, and the first single I really did was Drop the Gun, and they say in Germany, at least, they say that your first single is always a flop. And my first single actually went on number 100 in the top 100
Fantastic.
media sales charts. Back in the days, it actually was a better result than compared to having a top 10 nowadays. And so I was like, hey, that's easy, let's become a music producer. And so the second single was already Pump Up the Jam. I was very creative doing it a second time, but it was more, when I started, it was more uplifting music, like 144 beats per minute. And then I had my first D.O.N.S. singles, and then I started another project called War Brothers, which was fairly successful, especially in the UK, and so I was touring as War Brothers for like 5 years, like actually literally in every country you can play. I actually shifted to house music when I moved to New York in 1988.
Yeah, the influence there.
Yeah, and ever since, when I remember the first night at the Tunnel or the World, standing there listening to Adiva's, I think it was her first appearance actually, live appearance at the Tunnel, and I was like, well, that's what I want to do. Yeah. And it stayed until today.
Fantastic. VMM's heard that you're ambassador for Dance for Life. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, that's actually one of my biggest achievements personally, because when I started music, I did music because it's my passion, and music means pretty much a lot for me. And I always had the idea to do something good with music. So like, not really like my main focus, but this was like more a heart thing, saying like music can move so many great things. Why don't you do something good out of it? And Dance for Life approached me Miami Winter Music Conference this year. I played for them, we started talking, and then my press agent in England and my management talked to them, and then they asked me if I want to be an ambassador for Dance for Life, and I was like, I don't even have to hesitate 1 second to say yes. And ever since that day, I did an exclusive track for them for their compilation. We're like really trying to support them, like the Michael Jackson single, and I'm launching a platform called Foxter. It's a big community, and like even there, a percentage of the income, it will be donated for Dance for Life. So I think like if somebody is doing such a great thing, having people dancing to great music, listening to great music, and at the same time helping people who really need help, that's amazing.
And what sort of, where does the sort of money go to? What sort of?
They like doing schools and kindergartens in Africa, or like for people, it's all about the fight against AIDS.
Right.
And so they have like this, I think they don't like it, but they have like two sides. They have the more glamorous party side where they try to generate money, and then they have this like education school program where they really help people, like, because it's a matter of education. Because
well, that's great. And music is the sort of ambassador for everything, isn't
exactly.
it? You know,
it's like maybe it's cliche, like music has no borders,
has no boundaries, isn't it? No
boundaries,
language barriers.
It's a cliche, but it's right.
Yeah.
Because people listening to your music, especially now due to the internet, everybody can listen to your music, no matter where they are. It's Timbuktu, Germany, England, whatsoever.
Well, wish you all the best with that.
Thank you very much.
The VMM would like to know, how would you best describe the 2009 sound for D.O.N.S, and what new releases have you got coming out in your imprint?
Sound-wise, I'm still very bass-driven and groovy, no matter if I play a little bit more progressive or still funky vocal house. And like my sound is like obviously a bit of electro house, and then combining it with the old analog sounds from the old house scene and giving it a little bit more modern appeal. And my sound is a bit changing. Actually, I'm becoming a little bit less vocals, even though everything seems to be a little bit more vocals. For the moment, it's simply my feeling not to do the opposite, but I feel the music a little bit in a different way. And so far it's working. And musically, I just did this track, D.O.N.S versus Jocelyn Brown, Somebody Else's Guy. Just will be released shortly. The track with Terry B called Keep On Singing. Then I do a Drop the Gun. I did a Michael Jackson cover, Don't Shoot Me, but I think it's brilliant because we got permission, unfortunately, after he passed away, and I think there are not many people having a permission to do a dance version, and I try to do it really kind of not too cheesy appealing, and we do it together with Dance for Life. They're presenting it, and it's a charity thing, so I'm donating money to charity, and I choose a song which I really like, the Earth song.
All right.
It's called What About Us.
That's going to be exciting.
It's like uplifting, and then I'm working on an album and too many remixes.
Oh, we'll have to talk to you about the album then at some other time. Excellent stuff. Well, look, we're really excited to see you at Matter tonight. So we're going to film you later on. So thanks ever so much, and we wish you all the success and career continued for you. And we'd love to talk to you about your album when it's
definitely
on its way.
Would be happy about it.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Thank you.